Hey, what's good, everybody? Today, I really want to talk about Stargirl. And for you guys in the UK, Stargirl is not really out at the moment. I don't know whether Channel 4 or Sky are going to be picking that series up. To be honest with you, it might even be Netflix. I think Netflix might be the best answer to pick that up. And the reason why I say that is because although Black Lightning, Arrow, Batwoman's had some considerable problems being picked up in the UK, but The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, notoriously those shows have been picked up by Sky. But the difference is the show was, in terms of production values, started out on the DC Universe streaming service. And as we know, Titans in the UK is on Netflix. Amazon Prime has Doom Patrol. So I really don't know where that's going to be. The show is such high quality, way higher quality. That first episode of Stargirl was probably the entire budget of the last season of The Flash. And remember, it's easy for them to do it. One, because obviously production is completely different and the funding coming from a different place. Yes, it's moved over to the CW, and hopefully that's not going to change its values, and here's why. Because most of the CW shows are 20 episodes, 22 episodes. We've seen that slightly shut down by 3 episodes or so, which is because of the coronavirus. But Stargirl is 13 episodes. So the budget restraints on that, I'm not sure. Yes, it's going to affect it, obviously, but it's still going to be 13 episodes. So you're not having to stretch it out like we see them do on The Flash and various other shows. And many times we see certain things where they're using the same type of CG on The Flash, where he's running and we're showing and they're showing close quarter shots of him as well. I don't think you're going to see that on Stargirl. And obviously the whole premise is completely different. But let's dive into it. What exactly is Stargirl? Stargirl is, as most guys know, a reincarnation of Starman, the Star-Spangled Kid, from the old Justice Society. So that's the old, think of them as the Minutemen in The Watchmen. These are the previous heroes who used to fight crime back in the day. They haven't really strung it out to the 1940s, 1950s, as in the originals. What they've done is they've started the show by saying it's 10 years ago. So they're not really leaving that much room for error. It's not so much in the past as it is with previous incarnations. And I like the first 5 minutes. As I said, guys, it shows you some fantastic fight scenes. We see Alan Scott's Green Lantern power being used there. We see the original Wildcat. In fact, a lot of these guys die, but I'm not going to tell you who to spoil the show for you. And we also see the villains, the Injustice Society, Brainwave, the Wizard, Tigress, Icicle. Some really good villains in there, guys. And Sportsmaster's in there as well. And we all know Sportsmaster from the Young Justice TV series cartoon. So it's full of a lot of premise. And guys, she's adorable in the role, I'm not gonna lie. I believe it's Brett Bessinger. My son said he knows her from the Disney Channel. Mind you, a lot of them come from the Disney Channel. But she plays Courtney Whitmore, which is a girl who's obviously found the cosmic staff. And some of the adorable and enjoyable moments from the first episode is where she and the staff are bantering with each other. The staff is almost sentient. So it comes across like, I think I explained it in my review on Facebook, to say that it's like Booster Gold Skeet, his onboard computer. It's like Blue Beetle Scarab, the alien on his back. Not as much as the Cloak of Levitation for Doctor Strange, because he doesn't really so much have a relationship with that as we've seen in the Marvel Universe cinema movies. But it does have that kind of banter where the staff wants to do something, she wants to do something else, then you get this collaborative comedy which is just enjoyable to watch. But it's the whole premise. The cinematography in this show is up there with the likes of Titans and Doom Patrol. It's such high quality stuff, and it really is nothing in comparison to what we've seen in the other CW shows. And as I said in my review, as you can see in the comment section below, my concern is what happens in season 2 when you're under budget constraints. We really don't know. Well, we really actually don't know whether all this agreement with AT&T and Time Warner and the DC Universe with HBO Max, we don't know whether the budgets will still be intact for season 2. We really don't, because so many things are going to be changing in the light of the coronavirus and where we're going to be going back into production. Those are things that we don't know. But I enjoyed this show so much. It is, you know, Pat Dugan with his stripy, the old type of Christine car that we've seen, and that transforms into a robot. You know, I'm a big Transformers fan. There's so much things to like about this show, and I just want to see them able to grow into the role of bonding this and making it the new Justice Society. And I just want to talk about them. First of all, we'll talk about Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight's abilities really just them being able to see at night, and that gives them advantage. Think of it as Riddick. The ability to be able to see in the dark gives you a huge advantage. There's also Hourman. Now, the interesting thing about Hourman is the original Hourman was played by Lou Ferrigno Jr., which is the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno from the 70s TV show. That was his son. His son is going to be playing a version of Hourman in this series. But as you guys know, Hourman, from what we've seen in Legends of Tomorrow, he has this serum which allows him super strength, enhanced speed, enhanced durability for an hour a day. So it'd be interesting how they play with those limitations, because remember, it's great to see the strong side of a character, but what sells us as the viewers is the vulnerabilities that these people will be showing, and they're young, you know, so it's going to be great to see that. I had Wildcat up on there, Yolanda's in there as well, the new Wildcat, and this Wildcat is very different from Ted, the original. This Wildcat has mystical abilities where they're where they have heightened senses, and that's something which the program, I hope, is going to throw into the mix. There's a big premise here on board with what's going to be shown, and I really have high hopes for it. My only issue is I'm not really sure about the details of how it's going to come into the UK. So that's the only thing I'm not sure about. Guys, you know, I gave it 8.7 out of 10. So that's it from me, guys. We're going to have a look in episode 2 in great detail and see if it can follow on from the original pilot. And I really hope it does, but I'll check back in with you guys later on. Peace out.